Hey guys, what's up? Today we're playing Mega Man on the NES, so this will be a lot of fun. So hopefully I remember the boss order correctly. So I am playing on an actual NES. This is my NES that is HDMI modded, by the way. I thought about doing, like I've done a lot of my past videos, I call them the Versus Let's Plays, where I'll do like a side-by-side video or like multiple split screens of different versions, ports of the game. But I figured I'd just play it, just for fun. Die right away. Dang. This flat screen compared to my main TV has a little bit more input lag. It's not that bad. But my 75-inch Vizio has like a really, really low amount of input lag. Also, funny thing about Mega Man 1 and also Mega Man 2 is if you walk forward and stop, you kind of got that little slide a little bit. Mega Man 3 and up doesn't really have that, but 1 and 2 does. So if you played like a lot of 3, 4, 5, and 6, and even 9 and 10, and you go back to 1 and 2, it takes a minute to get used to. But yeah, like I said, I'm playing the NES version. The game is also available on the original Xbox, PlayStation 2, Nintendo GameCube, which is also backwards compatible on the Xbox 360, PlayStation 2 compatible PlayStation 3s, the early Wii's, also on the Wii Virtual Console back when that was still available. I haven't played this in forever. Not really forever. About a year. I haven't played this in about a year. Of course, there's also the pause trick, which we'll be doing here. Then, of course, it was re-released in Mega Man Legacy on the 3DS, the Nintendo Switch, the PS4, Xbox One. I think Legacy was also on the PS3 and 360. Grab those. Of course, Mega Man 1 is the only Mega Man of the core Mega Mans where if you get hit and you're flickering and you hit the spikes, you will still die. Of course, we got the character Big Eye there. Every time I see that dude, I think of the episode of Captain N the Game Master. That old late 80s, early 90s cartoon. A guy named Kevin and his dog Duke go inside the video games. And they're like in the video game universe. And they help save Videoland. Okay, so we're doing the pause trick. It's a very cheap trick. And the funny thing about Mega Man 1, the very first Mega Man, is it uses, it has points. You see the points across the top of the screen there. And it's the only Mega Man of the core Mega Mans that has points. So. And I don't think Mega Man 1 did very well, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, they made Mega Man 1. It didn't sell very poorly. I don't know if it just marketed poorly or what. But the guys at Capcom that developed it convinced Capcom's like, hey, we really think we got something good here. Please let us make a sequel. And they're like, all right, fine, you can make a sequel, but can't interfere with your normal duties. So they basically made Mega Man 2 in its in their spare time while still making all their normal games. So they basically worked overtime to make Mega Man 2. And then Mega Man 2 was a huge hit, and of course Mega Man became the phenomenon that we know today. So Mega Man 1 actually has some of my favorite music. don't think I ever saw this for sale anywhere when I was a kid. I mean, I knew of it because I've seen it. I saw it in Nintendo Power back in the day. Of course, Captain in the Game Master, that cartoon that I talked about. That's probably what kind of first got me interested in Mega Man, because just kind of thought he was a cool character in the show when I was a kid, and I knew of Mega Man 2, of course, but I would see Mega Man 2 and 3 in the stores, but I never saw a copy of the first Mega Man, even like the second-hand stores or anything. So the only way I was able to play it, or actually the first way I was able to play it, was a friend of mine back in grade school. He borrowed it from another friend. I think they rented it or something. So I played over at his house on a black and white television. Because he had a black and white television in his bedroom, didn't have a color one. But there's only one video store. It's called Video World in my hometown, and I think they were the only place in town that rented the copy of the game. So I would just rent that game every now and then. And then, of course, I played it again later on with release of emulators and things like that. And, of course, the re-releases on the original Xbox, like the Anniversary Collections and whatnot. So, Anniversary Collection was actually a really good re-release. I had 1 through 8, and I had the arcade games as well. Not a lot of people know about the arcade games. I've only ever seen the arcade game, like, actually in person a couple times. So. Of course, all the other Mega Mans, when you go to the robot boss, it's just like a real small corridor. Mega Man 1 actually has kind of a long corridor, so a lot of things that the first Mega Man has that the other ones don't really have. Okay, so I hope this guy's weak to this. Oh, and I miss. Oh yeah, he's weak to it. Of course, I screwed it up. Do the pause trick again. It's a very cheap trick. I think there's one of the Mega Man 1 ports or re-releases that doesn't let you do the pause trick. It doesn't have a pause button. I don't remember which one it was. I could be mistaken, but... Of course, Mega Man 1 only had 6 bosses. It didn't have 8 bosses, where every Mega Man after this would have 8 bosses. Of course, because I'm able to pause it, I think it's the only Mega Man that has a pause button. I mean, you can pause, and you can start to go to the menu, so... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. There we go. There, that's a little more difficult than it looks. think I meant to go the other way. That's alright. Of course, the first Mega Man's a little more susceptible to the slowdown that plagues the NES consoles back in the day. Of course, we have the I forget what it's called, like the magnet platform thingy. Basically, you make like a little bridge and walk around on stuff, so. Gotta make sure I don't use up all my weapon here. There's a real small window to climb in between those guys. There we go. We'll show the little magnet thing here. Just lure him right off the bridge, or right off the cliff. There we go. A lot of the bosses only take a few hits here and there, though, so I'll turn the volume up on this a little so I can hear it. My heater's kicking on and off, and it's drowning out the video game audio. So, I believe now we go for Iceman. Should be Iceman, then Fireman, then Bombman. So another thing about Mega Man 1 is it's the only Mega Man where you don't get like that jump height boost when you're underwater. So they didn't add that until Mega Man 2. But a lot of the original Mega Man games that I played back in the day were all rentals or over at a friend's house. I never actually owned any of the NES Mega Mans until about a couple years ago, actually. You know, because I always get them in rentals or I play them in, like, you know, compilations or re-releases or things like that. The first of the NES games I actually owned was about 12 years ago. I had Mega Man 3 on my Play Choice 10 cabinet. This part's a little tricky. So I use a magnet beam here. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. All right, let's try it again. I don't want to use up the magnet beam again. There we go. These things are always a little difficult. There we go. All right. Yeah. I don't think I need this anymore, but just in case. There we go. Just jump over them. Oops. So this is probably my favorite weapon out of all the Mega Man games. The Elect Beam. Oops. Probably helps if I stop jumping into the flying penguins. So the Elect Beam is when the pause trick really comes in handy. There's really no reason to do it on him, because he only takes 3 hits to kill him. But the flicker effect lasts for a second, whether the game is paused or unpaused. So you basically pause it till the flicker effect on him stops, and then you unpause it and he gets hit again. So it only works in the first game, because it's the only Mega Man game that has the pause. Which I'm wondering if that's why they took out the pausing on all the other Mega Mans. So this is kind of cool music. I like this music. Let's turn this up just a little bit. There we go. And those things you actually freeze with the ice thing. Iceman's weapon. I forget the technical name of it. But earlier I was talking about all the Mega Man games, which, you know, the core NES games I always played through renting. Oh, this is going to be a little tricky. There we go. But I never owned any of the NES games until way later, except for the Mega Man 3 and the Play Choice 10. But the Mega Man games I did own was actually the Game Boy ones. You know, the old black and white Game Boy ones. So those were actually really accurate in terms of capturing the original Mega Man feel. So I had Mega Man 1 on the Game Boy, which had 4 Robot Masters from this game. It had 4 Robot Masters from Mega Man 2. And every Mega Man game on the Game Boy after that would take like 4 from that game and 4 from the next game and so on. So that was kind of cool. So I had Mega Man 1 on the Game Boy, and I had Mega Man 3 on the Game Boy. Mega Man 3 in the Game Boy was much, much better, just because it had a lot more content. For some reason, Mega Man 1 on the Game Boy didn't have a lot of content in it. Because you had your 4 stages, and then your other 4 Robot Masters was basically the boss to the first Wily stage. And then you had the second Wily stage, and that was basically the end of the game. So it only had about half the amount of content as one of the NES games. Mega Man 2 on Game Boy I never played. So I'm going to pause him. There we go. But Mega Man 3 in the Game Boy actually had all 8 stages for all 8 bosses, so I don't remember how many Dr. Wily stages it had. I think it only had a couple, but it was definitely a much better game. But yeah, anytime I want to play Mega Man back then, I would just pop in the Game Boy versions, so. Oh, come on. There we go. Oops. Light Beam comes in very handy. Of course, the hitbox is kind of wavy up and down. Of course, those little ball things that they drop is just, it adds up in points. So when you beat the stage, it collects all those and gives you extra points. So I may take the footage from this, and maybe I'll do like the split screen of the Anniversary and the Legacy and whatnot. But I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll just jump straight to Mega Man 2. If enough people request it in the comments or something like that, maybe I'll do like the split screen stuff to show off the differences. I did that with one of my past videos with Mega Man 8, because I really like Mega Man 8. But I had like 6 different versions of the game, including the original Sega Saturn version, Anniversary running on an 360, Legacy. Went a little crazy with it. But I had fun with it. So. Such a cheap trick. But it makes the game much, much easier. But they released Mega Man Legacy on Nintendo Switch. I talked about this before. But it's all 8 games. Or all 10 games, I should say. But the last 4 you have to download, whether you buy a physical version or not. So I actually didn't buy the Nintendo Switch version because I don't like buying physical versions where half the content has to be downloaded. So I think it's actual bullcrap. I'll buy the physical version if I ever come across it for like really, really, really cheap. So Forgot about that. And now Iceman's weapon will actually freeze him in place. Oh, did that one a little early. Come on. Let's just go back over here. It'll be easier this way. There we are. Now this gets a little tricky. Oh, yes, got it. That'll help out. So you pretty much have to grab that magnet. Actually, no, that's... I'm thinking the magnet beam. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. But, here's what I was talking about. This gets a little difficult here. Oh, dang, see, that's what I was talking about earlier. If you hit the spikes, even when you're stunned, it'll still kill you. Oh, come on. That was cheap. Cheap. Hacks. How many guys do I got? 1. Okay, I'm good. So this part is very difficult. So we're just going to do this. But this is what I was trying to talk about earlier. Is you pretty much have to have this magnet platform thingy in order to progress. So this is going to be a little challenging because this is the first appearance of the rock monster. Or I think the Japanese versions, they call him the Yellow Devil. This guy, for me, is almost impossible to beat without doing the pause trick. I don't think I've ever done it. I've tried, but I've never done it. Of course, he makes his return in Mega Man 3 and... what's... I think Mega Man 11 he makes his return? Yeah. Yeah, the new one. So this is interesting here. There we go. So now that I'm not fighting, I can... now I'm not concentrating on fighting, I can talk. But the interesting thing about the Wily stages here is all the Mega Man games have you like refighting all of the robot bosses. But usually it's like towards a stage in the end, and then you go like little teleporter things, you fight them all at once. This game here... Oh, can I get it? Yeah. This game here actually has you fighting them throughout the stages. And no other Mega Man game of the core Mega Man games do that. They actually didn't bring that back until Mega Man X, and then they also brought it back in Mega Man and Base. So it's kind of an interesting thing. I don't need to do the pause trick on him. There we go. Definitely makes the game a little harder, though. Gotta make sure I got enough of the elect beam. That's kind of my weapon of choice here. So, I don't know if you noticed, like, the knockback there. You can actually pause it and cancel that knockback. I've seen a lot of speedrunners do that. Let's see, do I find another boss here? No. And we're going to grab this extra life here, just as a safety. Come on, give me some health. There we go. Here's some health. Another thing I want to talk about is the graphics of like the health and the weapon energy they're kind of unique to the first Mega Man. In Mega Man 2 and up, they actually changed the icon and graphics for some reason. Who knows why? So you fight your clone Mega Man here. This guy's a little tricky. You gotta be careful with the pause trick because it'll work both ways. It's not really weak to a weapon, I don't think. Yeah, God, he's trickier than shit. Maybe I did use the pause trick on him. My friend Scott, I remember he fought him. He's actually really good at fighting this boss. He's better at it than I am. I know there's like a jumping trick and whatnot, but let's try this. See if this works. Just gotta be careful. There we go. Which one am I? There we go. So you gotta be careful with the pause trick, because if he shoots you with his elect beam, it'll do the same thing to you. Alright. Yeah, for an early NES game, this was a really good game. It's actually really good how well this game still holds up. Here's the other water stage here. No reason to shoot these guys, just jump over them. Otherwise you'll run into the explosion. I mean, the graphic details and colors and stuff aren't as detailed as the later Mega Mans or Mega Man 2 even. But gameplay and everything, it holds up. This Oops. Ooh, got smacked around there. So this guy is weak to Gutsman's weapon, the one where you throw the blocks. But you only got 4 blocks, and you got, I think, 6 guys? I know there's a trick to get like an extra block to throw. So these guys get faster and faster. So what I do is I'll shoot the first couple. And then do these on the last couple. There you go. Works out pretty good. Yeah, your first instinct is to use those on the first stages. In the last 2, they're going around real fast. You're stuck with your arm cannon. So you want to use your arm cannon on the first 2 there. And I think this is the last stage. Ah! Oh, God, I hope that's not my last guy. Actually, if it is, we just restart here anyway. Continue. Yeah, there we go. So now we got all our weapons and stuff full. Of course, you see like little Gutsmans. I don't know, there's statues of what? It's like Dr. Wily always has a fascination with Gutsman in the story. And we're just gonna skip this bull crap. And that little icon right there will actually refill all your life and all your stuff. And I don't think it makes a return until Mega Man 8. So you fight the rest of the Robot Masters here. But you don't get energy refills. So... But most of the guys, they don't take like too many hits. Come on, blow up. There we go. Probably one of the most useless weapons in Mega Man. I don't know, that's not too bad. I know someone, if you guys have ever played the Super Mario Maker on the Wii U, which now the sequel's coming out on Nintendo Switch. If any of you guys have ever played the PC version of Mega Man where it kind of takes the Mario Maker formula but makes like a Mega Man Maker. It's not too bad, but I always thought it'd be really cool if someone made like a Mega Man randomizer where it took all the bosses from Mega Man and basically do like a random 8 guys and from all like random 8 bosses from all the Mega Mans, so every time you play, you'd be playing like a different Mega Man every time. I don't know what this guy's weak against, this is just how I always beat him. Oh, ouch. We'll try this again. Yeah, I always thought it'd be really cool to have, like, you take all the NES-type Mega Mans, and then you have all the bosses, and then you hit start, and it takes 8 random robots from all the Mega Mans, and it just throws them in there. So you have to kind of, like, rediscover who's weak to what. Eventually, you would know who's weak to what, you know, after playing it so many times, but I always thought it'd be really cool to do. And then you have like a stage randomizer where it like randomizes a stage, so every time you're playing a different stage and everything. Maybe one day someone will do that. If I was good at programming, I would make that. It is such a cheap trick. Come on. Come on, throw it. There we go. Now here, you actually got to be really careful when you get him in that final blow, because if you get him in the final blow and then Wily shoots a shot out before the final blow and it hits you, I've actually seen it crash the game. So, but yeah, that's the original Mega Man. There's no bonus stage where Wily flies off and you fight another version of him, because, you know, that was like a trick they did in Mega Man 2, and then of course going forward. So. And of course, here you got the music, kind of like a teaser music to Mega Man 2. So, a really good game, a lot of fun. I still enjoy playing this game to this day. I would love for them to do like an HD remake of all the original Mega Mans, like in the Mega Man 11 graphics. Mega Man 11, this is really good. They did a really good job with that. Or even with the Mega Man 8 graphics. I love Mega Man 8. I think it's underrated. Kind of walking through all the seasons. And there he is without his suit of armor. Still a robot, of course. Definitely a lot of influence from the Japanese cartoon Astro Boy, which had been around for a long time. Presented by Capcom USA. So yeah, that's the original Mega Man. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want me to play Mega Man 2 next, or if you want me to do like other ports of Mega Man 1, like a side-by-side thing like I've done in my past videos. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for coming to my video. If you would like to help my channel grow, please like and subscribe, and please click on this little bell icon so you never miss a future video.